Hello, hello. Happy Monday. I'm so excited about tonight. We have lots of good stuff going on. And before I introduce our trainer for tonight, I want to just really plug our corporate calls right after this for the business opportunity. So take a minute after this call and invite somebody, invite one person to hop on that call and learn more about this opportunity in a way that maybe you struggle with sharing or you feel not confident in it. This is a huge way to be able to do that. But without further ado, this woman, come on, brings the fire, brings the heat. She had 1,000 points in high school basketball. That's just my own little throwing in because I asked her the other day. Ava wanted to know. She is low key famous and she's a big deal in my world for sure. I just really admire her and just really love what she has built and with Plexus. And so without further ado, the emerald of the hour, Miss Katelynn Morlino.
Well, thank you. It's funny because you didn't tell me that Ava asked you. You had just asked. And I was like, yeah. And you were like, okay. And that was the end of it. And I was like, where's
You're
that
like,
going to pop up?
that's weird.
I'm
You're like,
like,
okay.
okay. I love it. Hi, guys. I am so excited to be hopping on tonight. And we're going to be chatting about one of my favorite things, events. And if you guys have like trained with me at all in like the last, I don't know, we'll say 7 years, like I literally always train on stuff I am learning, I am going through, things I'm realizing. Like I train very much from real life, real time. I figure it out. I learn something new. I regurgitate it as fast as I possibly can. So, this is one of those things. I'm a huge event person. I love throwing parties. I will find a reason to throw a party. I will throw a party for no reason. But this is even something I just had major breakthrough on a coaching call that I went through the other day with Megan, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is something that we need to keep talking about. So, if while I'm talking, you have questions, just drop them in the chat. If we have time, I will answer those. I know sometimes it comes up with events. You're like, I'm not sure about that. Just drop your questions. If we have time, I will answer them. If not, then you can feel free to message me later. But all right, so let's get into events. We're going to be talking about we're going to quickly touch on like your sip and sees, mix and sips, whatever you'd like to call them, and like team gather type of events, okay? So, potentials. We will invite them to sip and sees to try our products, to learn about the products. Mix and sips, kind of the same thing. I'll kind of tell you what I do with those, but community is a huge factor for momentum. Those that stay close to the fire are actively a part of what's going on, and they are a part of the wave that's happening in your business. Now, something that I learned because I loved events, it was natural. I just did it. I had a reason to bring people together. I did it. I did not realize, okay, here we are, almost 8 years in. Just the other day, when I'm like, okay, I'm asking my level ones, what's working? What worked last year? What didn't work? What are we going to do again? I'm going through these things and I'm like, okay, I didn't have as many events as I normally would. I had a baby, things look weird for a little while. I'm like, but you know what? I didn't have as many events as I normally do. I need to put more on the schedule. So I went to some of my level ones, my new girls. I'm like, listen, we need to do this. And what I was realizing was a lot of the time that I was in high momentum in my business, I was having a lot of events face to face with people. Okay. What I thought was happening was I was having events face to face with people because I was in momentum and I had it backwards. I had momentum because I was having events. It's easier to have events when you're in momentum, right? You want to see people. It's fun. Yeah, let's do all the things, right? It's easier. It's not so inconvenient, right? Because you're like, this is great. My business is booming. We want to talk. We want to do all the things. Let's work, right? But what I realized, I had it backwards in my head. I was like, what if I was in momentum all of these times and all of the glimpses of like, that was so fun. We did this, we did that. We've got pictures on the porch. We got, No, we were where we were because of the events. The events were not the side effect of the momentum. So I want you to kind of think about that. So when you decide to start having events, let's talk sip and sees, mix and sips. The difference for me, I'll tell you between the two of them, that's what I call mine. Sip and sees, or like, like a wellness gathering, or a mix and sip. Mix and sip is very hands-on, okay? Everybody gets like a sheet in front of them with the drinks listed by flavor. And I will have things out for them to mix, okay? So like we're gonna do like unsweet tea. We're gonna try that with our actives or our lemon lime hydrate. We're gonna have like bubblies, or whatever you call it, the LaCroix or what all those things. We're gonna mix some of those. We're gonna let them try them with other things, not just water. Okay. So typically I'll give you a quick glimpse. It's like I will do I can do 12 people around my table comfortably. I'll do 12 people. Everybody gets a paper. We have everybody has like little plastic shot glasses. Okay, I will mix the drink and I will say, who wants to try this unsweet tea with the peach active? And 3, 4, 5 people, 12 people, I pour them little sips. Okay, it's very interactive when you do a mix and sip. You're trying a lot of different things. There's a lot of conversations going on. It's not as like neat and structured as what I call a sip and see. Okay, mix and sip is very much more like mocktaily and party and like just fun. Sip and sees for me are a little bit more structured. Okay, everybody's sitting down. I am going over like the triplex, and I typically in the mix and sip will do the same information like what is plexus, what's the big deal about gut health, but it's a different vibe. Sip and see is way more formal to me, at least in a formal setting, where mix and sip's kind of more partyish. Um, you want to be over inviting. If you're like, Katelynn, I can only fit 10 people in my house. Okay. I want you inviting like 25 people, because here's the worst thing that happens. People sit on your floor. People sit on the couch. People sit in the other room. They stand in the doorway. Like if you're like, I had a sip and see, I can only fit 10 people and 15 were there, you're not going to be mad about it. You're going to figure it out, right? Over invite. Expect people to say yes, okay? Because we always talk about energy. They're going to match your energy. If you're selling this event like, you've got to be here, we're going to be trying all these things, I'm so excited for everybody to see them, they're going to be like, I can't miss this. I got to try this, right? Your energy is going to sell the event. Make it fun, okay? Don't take yourself too seriously, okay? Don't. Just be human and make it fun. Another tip is, we're finding out this now actually, have 2 events scheduled at one time. Okay. So, like, for instance, we've got one of my girls has one in January, the end of January, Friday, this Friday, and she has one February 8th. Everyone that has said they can't come to January, she's like, oh my gosh, it's okay. I have February 8th. They're like, oh, I can come to that. Have 2 set up pretty close to each other so you can default to the next one. She's like, people are a lot more interested than I thought. Like, they're not just saying no, it just didn't work for them. I'm like, hey, listen, this is perfect. So we are actually like onboarding both events right now. We're like, okay, this is a Friday, this is a Saturday. So have them booked at the same time so you can always default them. The other thing that you can do is, if you want to set up a group Facebook or an event Facebook, you can be posting information in that for your in-person. And then when your in-person sip and see is done, if people didn't make it, you can pop into your group or your event live and just say like, hey guys, if you weren't able to make it, we had a great event. If you want more information, drop something in the comments, or you can post the video or the specials that you offer there online. It's just about touch points with people and exposure, and kind of beating their excuse of why they can't make it. Hey, that's fine. We've got something online. Hey, I can send you a recording from another call I did. Hey, that's fine. We have an event in February. Would you like to come to that? Do themes. Like, go for themes, guys. Like February, we're doing like Galentine's. It's, pink and red and fun. That's going to be our thing. In March, we're going to do something with St. Patty's Day. Like, have fun. In the spring, I know Alita did it for a while. I did it for a while. We did like spray tan parties. Like, it's literally does not matter what you're doing. It's just fun, right? Rachel's done like the pumpkin painting. People have made hats. Like, it's just fun. Okay. Don't, yeah, dips and dreams. There's been popsicle. There was a popsicle one, pink drinks and popsicles. And, or you could do like a popcorn bar, or like, don't think too hard. Just have fun with it. Um, and always put an end on the event, an end time on your event. I know, I'm sure in humans in general, but especially for a mom, I need to know when I can get out. Like, I need to know when and like how long am I going to be. So I literally put an end time all the time. Now listen, my house is always like open door policy all the time. I don't care if people stay till 10 o'clock at night. I am totally fine with that. I set the time for my people, right? So you can honor the time with friends if you want to, or you don't have to, but it helps the people coming to know what are they going to expect. All right, so that's pretty much like sip and seas in general. Don't take yourself too seriously. Talk, you're human. They want to know that you are human, that you, how are these products going to help them? Pick a theme, don't pick a theme. You don't have to have like a spread of food for an army. Literally, like fruit, veggies, and a bowl of chips, you're good to go. Like, it's fine. All right, let's talk about team gathers. This is the other part of community events that is really going to set your business and team into momentum. How many of you have been to an in-person Plexus event? Doesn't have to be corporate. It could literally be 3 people at somebody's house. It could be a corporate event. It could be your sip and see. You leave that event different. I don't care if it was 3 of you, 5 of you, 15 of you. You're like, my gosh, that was so fun. The conversation, I didn't know she did it like that. I didn't know he did this. I didn't know we could do that. I never thought of wording it like this. Oh, they're going to have an event in February. I should have an event in February. There is a fire that comes when people meet together. It was funny. We were in church yesterday, and the pastor, I think it's Matthew 18:20, where it says, like, if 2 or 3 people gather together, I am with them. And I'm like, see, we can have Plexus events with 2, 3 people. It's totally fine. It counts. You don't have to have a 20-person team for this to matter, you guys. Get a couple people together, okay? Because work parties, like, set the expectation. Hey guys, we're going to come work. Bring your computer, bring your charger, bring your phone and your notebook. We're going to work. You work off of each other. You will send message and call people that you would have never sent because you're sitting next to the fire. Okay? You can have social hangouts and gatherings. I have a lot of these. I did, and I'm going to, had a lot of these at my house. We didn't always worky the whole time. Sometimes it was a work party. Sometimes I called it a gather. We just had brunch on a random every other Tuesday. Right? But the conversations and the encouragement and the positivity is what matters. I also, and my team, some of my team is on here, I will announce at these events, hey guys, this is the purpose of the event. This is to be a positive and encouraging atmosphere, no negativity. I ain't doing it. And most of the time, somebody's like, thank you for that, because we're not doing it, right? So set the tone for what you're doing. Why are we here? Are we just hanging out? Are we working? Are we growing? Are we talking about something? Set an end time. So your team doesn't feel like they have to sit at your house all day or sit at the Starbucks or the Panera or we're at the coffee shop. Set an end time. Hey, let's meet up for a quick hour. Hey, let's meet up for 3 hours. Hey, I don't have to pick my kids up till 2. I don't care what time you leave. I'm going to be here all day. Like, set the expectation. Because when you get belly to belly, the exchange of energy is so much greater than in Messenger. And it's easy to get stuck in Messenger. It's easy to get stuck in Zoom. It's easy to be like, I'll just video chat you. It's fine. That is easy. It's not easy to carve time out of your schedule. Everyone is busy. It's not easy to carve the time out and do the in-person things. You will feel so much better. It's like working out, right? Like there's that resistance, like you don't want to do it, but then after you do it, you're like, okay, maybe I'm kind of glad I did that. I kind of feel better, right? It's the same thing. It's hard to put we're busy. I know it. Everybody knows it. It's hard to put it in your schedule, but you will not regret taking that time and spending it with people in your circle, people in your business, people on your team. So I really just want to encourage you guys, put some stuff on the schedule. And I tell my team, okay, and I think I've said this on Power Hour before, you have an entire month. If you cannot carve out 2 hours for a sip and see for your business, what are you doing? 2 hours. It does not have to be 4 hours. It doesn't have to be multiple. It doesn't have 2 hours, you guys. We can find 2 hours for your business. You're going to spend more time sending invites and following up than you are at the actual event. Like, let's be real. So I want to encourage you, look at your schedules, plan ahead. Okay. My new girls, she's got January's, February's, and March's. And she's like, it kind of really helps that I've already got them on the schedule. I'm like, absolutely it does. Because now when life comes in March, you've already been planning around your event. It went on first, it was a priority. Now we're planning around it. All right. So I want to encourage you guys, stay close to the fire. In-person events. If you're like, well, my sponsor doesn't have any, guess who's going to have them? You have them. You have them. Well, I only have a couple of people on my team. That's great. You start having a couple in-person events with those couple people, and you're going to have more than a couple people. I promise you. It's contagious. The fun, the excitement. I've had people, you guys, that I don't know that live around me that have sought me out on Facebook because they see me have events. I want to be a part of that. I see you guys doing this. I see you guys out doing that. I see you have this. I want to be a part of that. I'm like, yeah, come party with us. It's great. We have fun. This is literally our job. All right. Was there any questions that was in the chats? Are we good? I just wanted to check before. We're good. Okay. All right. So my challenge to you guys is get a couple things on the calendar. Okay. Couple sip and sees, mix and sips, pick a theme, have fun with it. Okay. But also schedule stuff for your teams. Casual gathers, work parties, call it what you want. But get face-to-face, belly-to-belly. We're very blessed that our business can thrive virtually, right? But network marketing did not start this way, and it will not end this way, okay? Belly-to-belly, face-to-face is so much faster. So much faster. Texting and Messenger is the slowest. Phone is the next best. In person knocks it out of the park. The exchange of energy is super healthy and you will feel so good about it. And trust me, I was one that kind of like sat back and I'm like, I'm so sick of doing events. This is so bad. And here I am now. I'm like, wow, I had it backwards the entire time. Like what I thought was draining my energy is draining me way more now, not having them. So light that fire in your business, stay close to the fire, huddle together, pull off of each other's energies, and make this your year of in-person things.
So good. Thank you, Katelynn. So good. Okay, you guys, that literally got me fired up because I was just thinking, I love that she said it's actually not what drains you, it's what energizes you. In-person events are going to move your business forward faster. Who here wants your business to move forward faster? You want it to speed up. Go right now, get with your upline, get with your downline, and be like, let's host a sourdough class. Let's host a Valentine's sip and see. Let's do a dip and sip. I mean, there's so many cute. We did paint drinks and spray tans. I mean, whatever it is that you want to do, and go ahead and make an in-person event. I just absolutely love that because it's true. It moves it forward faster. And you might be wondering, well, how? Well, when you connect and you realize, oh, these people are just normal people. They're not trying to like do some kind of crazy magic or something that's just like we're normal people, then they feel like they can do it too, right? So you allow them to start duplicating. It's very duplicatable. So really, really brilliant. Thank you, Katelynn. You guys go invite to tonight. Make that just part of your system. Go invite tonight to our event next. Okay. Love you all. Thank you so much, Katelynn. You crushed it, sis. Bye, guys.